We can also use the exit statement to terminate loops. The exit statement allows us to terminate a loop immediately without any condition being checked. Now you may think, well, isn't this the same as the continue statement? Well, it sounds as though it's the same, but there is a difference. Where the continue statement stops processing the current loop and jumps back to the top of the loop to carry on, the exit statement terminates the whole loop itself. So once the processor meets the exit statement, the whole loop will finish and the program will continue to process a statement immediately following the closing statement of your loop, such as the end do or the end while. Now keep in mind, because we can exit loops using this exit statement, it will only exit the current loop. So if we have nested loops and we hit our exit statement within, say, the second level of the nested loop, only that level loop will terminate and we'll go back to the higher level loop. Now the exit statement can also be used outside of loops, just like the check statement. But you've got to be aware that if you use the exit statement outside of a loop, it will terminate whatever type of code structure you are currently in. So for example, if you use the exit statement within a subroutine, it will terminate the subroutine and processing will return back to the calling program. If you use the exit statement in your calling program and it's not in a loop or a different event structure, then it will actually terminate your whole program. So just be aware of where you use it, what context. So let's have a look at the code and see how we can use the exit statement in the examples we've been looking at so far. So with our example do loop, let's change this code. So instead of having this check statement, let's change this back to an if statement like we've had it before. And let's do this. If the SY index is equal to 3, let's exit. And what I'm going to do here is just create another couple of write statements just to act as fillers. So that once our loop exits, we still have some code that will execute afterwards. So by looking at the code, it should be pretty straightforward how it works. We step inside our loop. When we meet the third iteration of the loop, this if command will return true and therefore execute our exit statement. Now note there's nothing else you need to add to the exit statement. That's all there is to it. So it's pretty simple. Once the exit statement is met, then processing will drop straight out of the loop and jump to the two write statements we have at the end of the program. So let's do a syntax check, activate it. Oh, just one thing. We have a rogue check statement just here. Let's take that guy out. I'm sick of seeing this little fella, and you know, while we're at it, let's comment out this. Okay, let's activate again. That looks better. Let's get rid of this breakpoint and we'll set it up here on the initialization of A. And now we can test the program. So I will just press F5 to step through. And we are in the first iteration. And the second. And now SY index equals 3. So we should execute the exit statement. Which we do. It doesn't continue doing the loop. Jumps to the top and then straight back out to the end do, and continues with our write filler statements. So we'll step out, and then let's do one more change just to show this in action. If we have it outside of a loop, we should never get to execute any of this code. As soon as the exit statement is hit within our program should terminate. Let's test it. There's our breakpoint, F5, F5 again, and there we go. The program exited without writing anything out to the screen.